Whoa, sir.
Get on the ground.
Hold up, sir.
I told you to stay. Get your asses down on the ground.
Signs are already on the wall. This is a police state that we're getting to. So it's not going to get better, it will get worse.
I think there's definitely an agenda that's coming from people in high places.
I have the opportunity to talk to a lot of young black people because I will just meet them at random and say, can I ask you something? And I would just ask them, you know, do you feel you are being discriminated against by the police more than other groups? They say, yeah. They stop us more, they search our cars, they do things to us that they wouldn't do to white people.
If you put a law in place, stop and search, and facts show that this law is being abused by those with authority, the police. It's being abused where they're stopping mainly black youths, and they're not stopping and searching, they're victimizing, abusing, and demoralizing. And you're not doing anything, government, to change that. There is an agenda.
So I'm saying that today police are armed to the hilt with guns. And we don't know until they come out and they say, well, that man had a gun. But they've been given instructions already. Kill if you have to kill.
My name's Sean Hall. I'm the brother of Mark Duggan, one of the brothers of Mark Duggan. We think we've got a big point to put across. We sort of need to let people know about the injustice that we're going through and how it's affecting us as a family, how it could even affect you as families out there. The slogan is, no justice, no peace. That's exactly where we're going to take it.
Wherever you go today, you know, you find the same things happening. They say, look at those people in America, that black man that said, you know, I can't breathe, but my man still had his neck in his knee in his neck.
So we're here outside the Royal Courts of Justice, and as you can see, there's people out there campaigning for justice. Some are out there campaigning about child abuse and various different things. We're here today because we want justice for Mark Duggan.
Welcome, world. My name is Size X. How I got into this picture is because I am directly related to Mark Duggan, who was murdered by the police in cold blood for no reason other than because he was black, as far as I'm concerned.
If there's a law that says if an armed police feels his life is in danger, then shoot to kill, and then that happens, but their life wasn't in danger, there's another agenda. And we saw that happen in 2011, August the 4th. And their reasoning was he had a gun. But listen to the facts, he didn't.
As far as I'm concerned, I've sat in an inquest. 4 years down the line, I'm still no clearer to whether Mark actually had a gun himself or whether what we asked the IPCC to investigate was the gun actually planted there by the police.
These armed police are professionals and they're trained. I'm sure I would know, I'm sure any dummy would know if somebody was pointing a gun at them or not. He didn't have a gun, and they shot him twice. Dead, gone. And then there's things like, there's a gun found over some gate on some grass, and it's Mark's gun, but it gets tested, there's no fingerprints, there's no DNA. I mean, it's like, okay, 2 and 2 is 4. Why is the court of law saying 2 and 2 is 5?
If somebody's pointing a gun at me, I'm not going to take my eyes off that gun. I'm going to know where that gun is at all times. I'm going to know where that gun is. So why didn't this trained officer with so many years' experience, why did he not know where the gun was? Because for me, I say that was a lie, a complete lie, and it's actually sworn on an oath and told a lie in front of a judge, in front of a jury, in front of my family.
Yes, we're here today, just getting prepared now to walk to Ferry Lane to be there for 6:15. It's the time and the place and the date that Mark was executed by the Metropolitan Police Service 3 years ago. We're still here, we're still fighting, and we've also joined other campaigns, other families who have had deaths in custody and still fighting. So we're all coming together to fight together in order to get justice in a country where there is no justice.
So no justice! No peace! 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 No justice! No peace!
First off, the officer V53, who is the shooter, yeah, he's a trained officer, trained to kill people, and then he finds himself afraid for his life. How can he be afraid for his life when he's surrounded by 11 other officers that are also armed, and he's just got one person to deal with? It doesn't make no sense, especially when you're trained to kill. The second thing is, which is again confusing for a lot of people, is where's the gun? How did the gun get to Mark? Why did the police not intervene before the hard stop? Why were they allowed to carry on the journey that they did before stopping him? Very, very, very simple things that you just think something's not quite right. Because if they had knowledge that Mark had gone and picked a gun up in Leighton, they could have stopped him right there and then, instead of following him all the way to Ferry Lane and therefore carrying out his execution.
The way that the family was treated was just unheard of, you know? I should know because Mark Duggan was my cousin. And when my family went to the police station, my uncle found out about it on the news, by the way. When they went to the police station, the police wouldn't speak to them. And the police, their reasoning for that was there wasn't a senior officer to represent. What a load of rubbish. And so when the young people hear that, they've just gone crazy.
Yo, everyone listen. Right, if you wanna go to town, yeah? Do go back to it. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
We had no trust in the police and what they was doing from day one. We had no trust in the IPCC from day one, and they were supposed to conduct a thorough investigation and get to the bottom of what happened. And as far as we're concerned as a family, we've been fobbed off. Our father, unfortunately, didn't even make it to this point to be sharing and a part of the fight with us, because basically the effect that it had on him was to give up on life. As one of his dearest treasures in life had just been taken away from him, plucked away from him. And unfortunately, it had such an effect on his health that he is no longer with us. Mark's mum, health-wise, is in tatters. Emotionally, she's in tatters. It's something that she's never going to forget. It's something that none of us are ever going to forget. Let us not forget the fact that Mark has children who are missing their dad dearly now.
So when you see the youths looting and rioting in Tottenham 2011 and everybody's making their judgments, oh, you see they're thugs, oh, look how they're behaving, it's unfair, because now I'm not saying riot, rip the place to pieces, but people need to understand that this is their expression. This is them expressing their frustration, their pain, their hurt, their anger, because one of ours has been shot dead, broad daylight, by the police.
It's important that this is tried in front of normal people, in front of people who can, you know, understand what's gone on. And a lot of people will say we're bitter, we've had our chance, we should drop it now. But that's far from the case, that's far from the truth. No justice has been served here. How can somebody be lawfully killed unarmed? How can we just walk away from that and think it's okay then? It's going to happen to someone else next. We don't want that to happen. We're being involved with so many other families who have had fatalities at the hands of the police. We don't want to let them down either. Something has got to come out of this, and the only thing that we expect is justice. No justice, no peace.
If the government was fair, then they would deal with those issues. They would be saying, what can we do to begin to bring change in the inner cities where there's this anger and there's this pain, to the extent of what we saw happen, the worst riots ever, they said, in Britain. You know, nobody was penetrating or asking the question, why are these youths behaving like this? And it was because it was injustice. They'd murdered Mark Duggan.
I find it very difficult to put into words how I feel about what's happening. The fact that you can't even be a 14-year-old girl in a bikini and go to a pool party without getting dragged to the floor, gun pointed in your face because of the colour of your skin. Now, that was clearly an act because of the colour of her skin. Yet, on the other side of the spectrum, you've got a man who's prepared to go into a church, which is a mixed church, but predominantly there was black people in there, and that was who he was targeting. And to see the nice way that he was arrested and even taken to Burger King to get something to eat was like beyond me. So he's killed 9 people. They have the proof that he's killed 9 people, but yet he walks away and will probably get some insanity plea. My brother didn't get that chance. He didn't get any kind of chance. He was assassinated.
Anybody that believes what the media says, well, you're just blind, really. You can't trust the media. Don't get me wrong, I love media, it's my field, but the media lies. They lie, it's an agenda. Surely we know this. And so it's very, very tough. And Mark Duggan isn't the only one. There's been thousands of young black men that have died in police custody And the police, none of these officers are being brought to trial.
A lot of my generation don't understand. I'm lucky enough to understand because I got told the stories of how it used to be. And we think, because we're here today, believe it or not, as bad as things may be now and as much as things may be going on, there were battles that were fought in the 80s and in the 90s. So my generation didn't have to deal with Special Patrol Group dashing them in the back of the van and battering them every day. I'm not saying that doesn't go on. I'm saying there were battles that were fought, so we have to acknowledge that.
We are in the middle of fighting this right now because we're not going to give up until we do get justice for Mark.
His human rights were violated on the 4th of August 2011. Somebody has to be accountable for that. And that's what this is about. It's about justice and truth. From the minute they executed Mark, the smear campaign started against Mark and his family. We have got to set the record straight, get the truth out there to the public, because the media are not doing it, the police are not doing it, and the judicial system are not doing it either. So something needs to change. We have to change. And if we can make a difference for the next generation, for Mark's children, for the whole of the population, then that is what we'll do.
I'm a black man, African, Nubian, Negro. They just wanna see man shooting my people, but I aim higher of what they aspire, of me to acquire in this world full of liars, snakes and spiders, names that divide us, fates that dream to be like us but seem to despise us. See, I've seen the giant, I've beat Goliath, I seek to triumph. Mandela on the beat, my speech is righteous. We could be doctors, preachers or pilots, but this negative mindset's keeping us silent when we need to be loud. Heads high, yeah, we need to be proud. And elms spit until they feeling the sound, and I know that they feeling me now.
Remember our ancestors who fight so we're there still, who give us the will to climb the highest mountain. Our ancestors who died so that we can live, who the wicked them lynch. Remember our ancestors.
Let me tell you about the heroes. Black diamonds, people call them Negroes. Malcolm X, Walter Rodney, Nat Turner, Lewis Perry, Martin Luther King. Had a dream, Marcus Garvey, recorded history. Shaka Zulu was a true king. We breathe the tree of a life, ain't we ain't moving. More lions moving, the British call it energy. My ancestors moving, so glow, no hair products using. They whipped and abused us, but still couldn't break us. Fake house niggas, call them niggas Judas. Oh, your camp died from lupus.
You're gagged everywhere. You're gagged in the church, you're gagged at work, you're gagged everywhere. So if you don't get gagged and people can speak out. I mean, when we were younger, we used to march in the street for better conditions for us as black people. You go march in the street now, you go to get shot down by police. Rosa Parks' situation is nothing compared to what black people are feeling today. If they're feeling it, and we have to think of the history of the American black people and the history of the Caribbean black people in the Caribbean and the Caribbean black people living here in this country. There are different threads and different strains of it. Because in Rosa Parks' time, they were facing overt racism. If somebody was stopping me from working, stopping me from doing a lot of things that makes my life, you know, limit my own personal development, I would want to stand up against it. I would. So that's what Rosa Parks did. And if you read her story, she would say, I was tired of getting up and I was tired of saying yes. That day I wanted to say no because I had enough.
When we look at people like Martin Luther King, when we look at Gandhi, these people that did awesome things, they changed laws for those people that simply didn't have just basic rights.
Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, Gandhi. They all talk about peace.
I have a dream that My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Well, Martin Luther King is someone that has inspired me because he was not afraid to live and die for what he believed in, and he had a positive vision, and his vision was freedom for all people, especially race, for like blacks, white, Chinese, yellow, whatever color you are, just for us to get along together to make the world a better place.
When our brother Martin Luther King exhausted a means of nonviolence with his life being taken by some racists, what is being done to us is what we hate, and what happened to Martin Luther King is what we hate.
If you look at the police force, especially in America, like the list goes on, but even more recent, like Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin. I mean, I could go on for days, but basically, like, you got like the police killing black people. They might have done wrong, but in some cases they didn't do wrong, and all they did was put their hands up and said, all right, you can take me in, but if you look through history or you look through now, basically they're murdering people who had no weapons on them, and especially the black folks. And I mean, yeah, that is, to me, that is racism, and they're getting away with it.
They're complaining about, you know, they have this propaganda about all these black people coming into their country. If they weren't in those countries, these people wouldn't be here. They bleed those countries and left them impoverished. And then they come and start saying, why are you here? We are here because you was there and you bled those countries. You took everything from those countries to keep your country afloat. And you left those countries impoverished. And it's the poverty and the hunger why those people are coming here, because you took away what was theirs and build your country on it.
From our head to a toe, we have to flow with a sense of truth.
When I say peace, you say peace. 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 When I say unity, you say unity. 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 When I say one, you say people. One. One. I would like to go with peace, but if this carries on, by any means necessary. Thank you.
When we first organized the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, he would say, Bobby, he says, we're going to draw up a basic platform, just basic, that black people can read. He says, we don't want to go real elaborate with all these essays and dissertations and all this stuff, because the brother gonna look at that and he say, man, I ain't got time for that. I gotta go see what I can do for myself. He said, just a basic platform that the mothers who struggle hard to raise us, that the fathers who worked hard, that the young brothers in school who come out of school semi-illiterate. He would say, we want freedom, we want power to determine the destiny of our black community.
All the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of us do. Provide the leadership to the people's revolution so he can take this country and change it. turn it upside down and put the last first and the first last. Not only for black people, but for all people.
How long will it be till you stop shooting us down? How long will it be till you stop killing our future? How long will it be till you stop killing a man who bears no arms? How long will it be till you stop killing our stars, our dreamers, our hopes? How long will it be till we see justice? For all lives matter, and that includes black lives. We all matter. I believe racism still exists. I believe it's got a lot better, but it still exists, definitely.
The house was calm. I'd come home because my neighbour says, come home, your kids are fighting. Calmed it down, making dinner, me and Bubble, talking to them about fighting and stuff. Everywhere was calm. 2 police came and knocked on the door. I says, oh, you come about the internet? Yeah, everything's fine, they're all right, you know what kids are like. He said, can I just speak to your son? I said, yeah, of course you can, let him in. Next minute, arrested him, and because I just touched his arm like that, I said, oh officer, there's no need for that, we sorted things out. The other one jumped on me back and tried to get me down on the floor, got me by the throat and handcuffed me. When we got to the police station, they charged me with punching one and kicking the other one. And I knew that if I'm going to court for that I've got no chance of winning that case because 2 police officers against me. So I prayed to God. I said, God, you was there. You saw what happened, please. And do you know what? They made that many mistakes in court. So many mistakes in court, like saying things. Who arrested Mrs. Charles? Was it you? And he went, I'm not sure, officer. He goes, well, 10-minute break to go and get your notes. He was shouting at him and everything. The copper went bright red. I gave him a little bit of a spurt. It pissed me off. If the youth, like this youth here, have got things to do, they're not going to be causing any bother. Like, he's got a little motorbike, but if he goes and rides that on the field, he'll probably get told to not to by the police. When they take themselves and they're on this field here and they're doing, just leave them, they're happy, they're having fun.
God give me strength, so I pray for these kids. Dying every day, so I know how it is. Scraping for cash, so I know how it feels.
Challenge is like, just get some money in it, but don't do the wrong thing. Just try to get a job in it, but obviously it's not gonna work, is it?
Why do we try so hard? Why do we pray so hard to reach them unreachable dreams?
It's like it's West Side crud, innit? Yeah. That's all I gotta say, man. We just bike life in it now. And I'm begging every man got a bike and that.
Done with all the lying to myself of the wealth I be dreaming about, the entrepreneur that I be scheming about. I aim for the sky, but my lighter broke low. See, I'm not gonna give it up. I'm not gonna fall.
Yeah, man. I wanted to keep balling it, but then I started turning a fog on the streets, innit? But now I'm trying to change it and try to get to football.
And my new revelations.
Alright then, listen. I used to suffer from anxiety and panic attacks. Had a fear of failure, kept grabbing me back, but that's the norm. I guess that's where insanity is at. Weights on my shoulder like I wore a travelling bag. It's a mess, mate, it's a mess. It's a mess. Like, obviously, growing up like I grew up, St. Anne's, a lot of it was youth clubs not open. That's why we was out on the roads, you know what I mean? Youth clubs not open, nowhere to go, bored on the street corner. So, they need to be open. Something needs to be going on for the youths, you know what I mean? Because if it's not on, like I said, they're going to pick up some other ideas and start running with some other ideas, you know what I mean?
Basically, yeah, we're in Snetton here, G, and it is a shithole, bro, you get me? Like, come on, look at the street, shithole, man. There's problems around it. The problems are not for me to solve. That's why it is. The problems are not for me to solve. Hello, I'm done.
I was seeing guys committing these crimes. I just want to sit back, live a good life. Make him live a good life. I want to settle down with my youths. I ain't with my baby mo no more, but I'm looking for a wife that wants to do me right. Not talk about this mad life, wanting me out there shooting, committing mad crimes. I just, it's it though. I do it for my kids though. Back in the day I was a bad youth climbing through windows, trying to get the money quick, trying to get it fast, but that's my past. Now I sit back with my kids on the park and laugh.
They tell us the problem is social class.
But really and truly, the problem is the people that control the whole system. They're the one that's created this new form of racism, which is social class, the privileged and unprivileged.
What? Paganism. He told you he's your mate, he isn't. You might have love for him, never snitch. When the ball's in the other court, he'll send you straight to prison.
History has taught us not to talk out. Look at the people that have spoke out about the system. So whether from JFK to Martin Luther King to Malcolm X.
Yeah, everyone who's warned us is no longer here, innit? Anyone who did warn us is not still here today to carry on warning us, innit? So people don't send warnings out no more, innit? But we're not done, we'll see, you get me? Make a greater Britain with the 8s I've written. Some people only blow because they've got a mason with them. Every time I see a music vid, I see Satanism.
Because the one thing they fear is the unification of the people in one accord.
Now you got no rights, and if you're hyped, they'll just take you with them. Change the Bill of Rights and the taking Smithens. Just be grateful for your life, it could be taken instant.
We're all in this together, no matter what race, no matter what creed. So we need to treat each other equally with respect and love. And basically, instead of like putting down people, we need to elevate people.
How long will it be till you start shooting us down? How long will it be till you stop killing our future?
Back then, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't ballin', but I put my all in. Strange mind frame, certain days that I'm feeling awkward. Choose my path to walking, I was talking, even taunting. Walking with the haunted, could get the darkness thoughts within. Yeah, the game just calling for the save the Lord's fortress. In it, for the righteous cause, as I broke the shackle, but my freedom still stalling. But through the struggle, still feeling awesome, the trap no more, I can't fall in. Society, variety, different creeds, breeds, formulating, forming, spawning. Me, I'm a natural nature sportsman. Don't need enhancements, rituals, no enchantments. Darren Brown, David Blaine, for the gin, they got the answers. And tricksters, and better off, there must be pranksters. Cause I meditate, mine was a set plan, mine was a mess, the soul's peaceful. Craps of the gaps, yeah dog, yeah I do peek through. Master the raps like dog, now you do see who. Me of course, sharing the making the move, but life is at ease and it soothes. But yours corrupt, corner crude, top and overhead, the bad news, But it be the temple dog, it's the right choice of what you choose, so don't abuse or you lose, no. Could be here to win, but make the sin, like it ain't a thing. Stop for a second, have a think, bruv. Embrace the slide, soak it in. Have every bit can't fight a fin, I get a grip, just a glimpse. Cause I blossom with the love, no hate to them, but still roots the evil gallus pimp. Thinking luxury lavish, family and palace in Paris, will it happen? Cause I didn't even know why it's that it come from scabbage, yeah.
Dream is basically a foundation of people who help young people out and kids get off the street, get into positive things, music, dance, drama.
It's creating those kind of positive vibrations, which is a good thing and what Dream is about. You know, we want to make it happen with young people, tapping into their creativity and pulling that out, giving them space, opportunity, motivation.
The youth today, yeah, their mindset's not in the right way. Not doing the right things, not following the right path, they're following the wrong people. Do the drugs, get into the drama, get into the fights and the arguments, and next minute in prison for how many years for doing that?
And we know the youth culture, we know that the roadman life is kind of a huge thing amongst young people. We know that knife crime has gone up, we know that young people are feeling threatened, unprotected, not just by police but by their own in the community. We know that young people are coming from dysfunctional backgrounds, which creates dysfunctional behaviour. And so Dream is essential because what Dream does, it gets alongside these young people, it connects with these young people, and it says, hey, you know, there's a different way.
Never ever go with, even if the people go up. I swear that I'm a savior, yes, don't stop. I can do this, never stop. Rap me so fast, don't go up. Even if the people go, I'm the boss.
What? First thing first, I'ma break. Leave these man, I'll cut them steaks. Every day's getting bad, poor in the case, but I got a headache, so it's giving me an ache.
I'm trying to find a way now. Yeah, I'm trying to find a way out. Got me running like a greyhound, and I ain't coming with the same sound.
Best boys upbeat and you want to see our one side, two side, three side, four.
Radio that no way when I'm lit. Flexing on my ex nigga. No one can't flex with it. Bad bitches in chinchillas, my swag got whole sex with it. I got they talking. I be in the trap when they see me, they don't want it. No. Get it.
What's your upbringing been like in it?
I would say not the greatest. It's been a struggle, but through such as Pete, Dream Projects, other little projects help man throughout the way.
Dream is a project that enables people to dream in a wider sense, really. It's a project that wants to give hope to people. In an area like the Meadows, it's easy to get apathetic and think that there's nothing that can change this area. So what we do really is we try and show that all things are possible, and we believe as well that all things are possible with God. Dream started about 2.5 years ago. I started working for St Saviour's for about a year, which is a local church, and they run a number of youth projects. A number of the young people had creative abilities, and there was not really much outlet for them to explore this. So coming from an arts background myself, I started to work with some of the kids and developing their drumming techniques and rapping and things like that on a Saturday morning. Every 2 months on a Saturday night we have Deep Dream, which is the club cafe strand of what we do. It's a chance for the young people to showcase some of their talents, particularly in dance and MCing.
Yeah, you want me to do that?
We did a song called Meadows Coming Through. I think it was about 15, 16 around that time, maybe a bit younger. And actually that got, who's seen it? Someone in London, and we actually got to go to Exchange Show. That was like a show on BBC.
Please welcome Candice, Jovan, Shireen, Ashley, Victoria and a giggly Kareem. You alright, mate? And together they are known as the Dream Project!
And we met Daniel Bedingfield, and he gave us some tickets to his show and stuff. These lot didn't go because they didn't really find him that good, but I enjoyed the show, and you know, it was all right. So yeah, it helps you in loads of different ways. It's productive for yourself, as in you grow as a soul, and you know, get wiser and learn lots of things, and you know, there's loads of activities what we're hopefully going to be setting up and doing, and somewhat's already in play now. So you know, the Dream is definitely a good project for young children. Yo, listen, yo. Watch for the step I blast, I got respect, boss beastin', I'm a threat, I'm a artist. Bet constantly tear down sets, still be flows, don't impress. Artist, bet constantly, spell it backwards, TBA.
Kareem, what was it like the first time you stepped into a recording studio?
It was exciting. I liked it.
Was it like what you expected?
Yeah.
So are you going to be a new Craig David?
Better than him.
Ah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. So what's the song called that you've actually recorded?
It's called Meadows Coming Through, and
what's it about?
It's about the meadows in Nottingham, where we're from. It's about showing what life's like where we're from.
Meadows coming through.
You don't know this is how we're gonna get down. But keep it coming to the back. New sign, I'm the next generation.
I told you meadows coming through. So tell me what you gonna do when the meadows coming through.
This is Point 3, representing the waterfront crew, bringing it to you. We got the beats, the flows and tempos, bring you lyrics about our street flows. Flexing on the streets is where we be, keeping it tight for not in the city. To keep out of trouble with Flex NYC. Meadows Youth Centre Monday to Friday, and on the weekend the Flex Up a Dream with Javan Mardell, the rest and Kareem. Or you could just join our football team. Anything we'll do, just keep the streets clean. Now for the end of the verse, listen up like this, what's the curse? Or you end up in pain or worse. If you go against this, you better reverse.
What do you think that maybe the people who have got the power could do to maybe help
Obviously, they need to ask more the younger them youths than what they want more so, because it is, obviously, it's not saying our time's done, but obviously we're getting older, fam. 5 more years, a couple more years, man, of 30s and that. Get me? So obviously, we have to see what the younger youths them want and try and guide them the right way and see and try and we can be the next like project managers now.
Do you know what, yeah? Sometimes I'm scared to walk the street because you don't know what's going to happen.
Is there a lot of drugs in the meadows then?
Yeah, I know loads of people, but I can't tell you.
What kind of drugs?
They've got some cannabis, some crack, pills, some steroids, them things you inject in, some tranquilizers,
Heroin, yeah.
some shots, some dark nights. We've got weed.
What brings you to the Meadows then, pal?
Well, I've got friends down here and.
Well, it's a real documentary, I'll be honest. Don't be
I've come down to get drugs, bro.
Come down to get drugs. That's
Yeah.
what brings you to the Meadows.
Yeah, that's what brings me to the Meadows.
What kind of drugs?
Heroin, crack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is Meadows still a place where you can get them things?
Yeah, all the time, bro. 24/7.
Even though you don't see much people around, is it still very easily accessible to get?
Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah, dead easy.
Dead easy.
Dead easy.
Hold 115 inside. Hold 115 inside. It's live, man. I'm building up a vibe inside. Hold 115 inside. Hold 115 inside. Hold 115 inside. It's live, man. I'm building up a vibe. Yo. Hold 115. Put in a zoot, go for a long drive. Pull up to Trent Bridge, dash man off the side and skirt. Gone back inside. Don't trust man. Eyelids stay wide. You're busting your balls, working hard in places like a pizza factory or some of these daft places for less than that. You know what I mean? And then you're getting, and then they want a portion. You're paying tax. You know what I mean? The whole place was Zedin. I ain't touch Mike, lyrically dead in. Deal with things that them man won't tread in. Blood, they don't wanna see me get in. Leaving MC standing, shook, sweating. My youth sucked. Have you fed him? Your best MC, come on, lyrically at him. Gas! Yo, cause I don't wanna hear no rit tear. What one matic? Yeah, you've been killing this thing. I swear that man are here. Wanna chat enough grease, get nowhere. It's the system, man. That's why everyone's trying to screw the system over and make more money. That's what it's all about, money. That's all that matters, money. You get me? You can't drink water without money. You have to pay a water bill. You can't do anything in this world without money. So you have to get as much money as you can to make your life as comfortable as you can. Basically, simple. Kinda hurts me to say these youths get worse by the day. One American spray, gunshots come reversing away, bursting away from your t-shirt to your face. Man, don't give a head. Burst in the place. What burst in the place?
7, 9, 3, 6, 4.
Crosses, notes, crosses, hey, TTA, whoop up, line.
I know, I'm terrible, aren't I? Yeah, man, one love, yeah, man.
Y'all nigga getting money in the streets, fuck the police, whoop up 9, whoop up 9, hey, man, I got Ami, weed, man, I got Ami in trees, hey, whoop up 9, whoop up 9, whoop up 9, hey, I'm running to the female team, I'm running to the female team, they just took my bros, now
I like making songs, writing lyrics, expressing myself. Helps me express myself, it helps me. Don't know what I'd do without music, to tell you the truth.
Banger after banger after banger, they'll be flooding out. They'll be flooding out the ways, out the ends, overseas. People talking like diesels getting everywhere. Shout out to my nigga Lowdown in LA, California. Nigga, shout out to my cameraman. Shout out to my whole
time. The Meadows, you know what I mean? It was traumatizing me. It was bloody traumatizing.
Who's supporting the movement and trying to go and trying to break away, and every single day I'm trying to make a way, and every single day.
Yeah, we used to go to the youth club. Pete would do, we could get Pete up. Pete had us making music. He had made my first ever song with Pete, actually. You know what I mean? I wish I could get a copy now, though.
Eating right, every single day, make sure I'm eating right.
Where I'm stood now, right behind me, that used to be the Cremorne. That was a pub. You get me? Beer gangbangers, drug dealers, you name it. Whites, blacks, all mixing. You get me? Just Meadows, man, doing their thing, man. Then obviously they knocked it down to get rid of anything that's tainted in Meadows. Anything that's got a bad little a bad rep or something like that. They're knocking it all down. They're just trying to replace everything because they want to make the Meadows classy and get all the nuisance, the poor people out.
Every single day, make sure I'm eating right. Yeah.
Yo,
I'm on a mission with ambition, spitting 16 bars, but I'm not talking time in prison. I'm talking taking my time out to see the vision, creating numerous lines, no causing crime in my division. Hi, my name's Justin Smith. I've been working with Dream now for about a year. Since working with Dream, I've gained a lot more confidence within lyrics and performing in front of people. Up on our streets and not eating for 7 days makes 1 week. But they just keep on claiming benefits, thinking, yeah, I know it all and there's no other way. I went to one of the events last year, in July last year, and left a few of my contact details with Sarita and the team, and they got back in contact with me within the last couple of weeks after the event. The next chapter awakens, we tend to look back in life at the steps we have taken. Have I made enough of this man I'm creating? I'm still debating. Because I'm living in a city that's full of nothing but pride and scheming. When I finished school, I went to college and did a joinery course for 2 years. I didn't really carry it on for that long, so I was getting into a lot of trouble around the area, hanging around with the wrong people, the wrong crowd of people. I ended up actually going to jail for a year. That's when I started doing my writing, started doing poetry. That's how it got me into writing lyrics and creating music, really.
So many fake friends around the corner, but stuff about them now, man, they can all drown in water. It's clear to see this whole community is bound to slaughter when it's man that don't see the sun and they never around the daughter.
Well, I started off just doing working on the sound, and then I got into doing photography and videos and stuff. And I built up a lot of skills since working with Dream. A lot of photography skills. I'm now doing music videos. Right, go around in circles and I'll just go around you, yeah? That's it.
No, I won't fall off.
Full on smack.
No.
Actually hit me in the face.
Yeah, I will.
You got it?
I won't.
Yep. You got it.
No, that was hot. Like that flip. Yeah, I will. Will it be easier for you to sit here?
No,
Dead on arrival. That's the way it has to go.
Yo, that looks hard.
You thought of me blowing up Twitter when I walk in the club, spit my bar, DJ said stop. Scratch said spinner. Growing up, my nickname was Killer. Got punchline deep man for the dinner. Don't get right.
Yo, acting like my first name in Alpha. Been doing this 24 like Bower. Them in a pansy and them in a flower. When I drop a 60, make everybody cower.
Hands up, I'ma let the new wave kill 'em. Take a pooch and the truth ain't in 'em. Traditional, but I can spit a new wave rhythm. Hit 'em with the facts like Lupe spit.
Riddle me, how many rappers physically can go with me lyrically? Miracle even mirror me, hella freeze over. Literally, I'm a wildebeest with the metaphor, syllables and similes. Little you to be little me, they just jealous of what I'm willing to be.
Yo, and you know, say man, I got gangsters out here, soldiers on the front line, whatever it is. Yo, peace and love we bring. You know, say we come in the name of the King. Praise to the Lord everywhere that we go. Army equipped like G.I. Joe. Lord of Lords, Kings of Kings. Demons fight me, step in the ring. Lie, you can kill my body but my spirit never die. Holy for talking, you can't trouble a lie. Roll with the Lord, roll with the Most High. Most High, pull up the ting. Big up the massive, yeah? It's peace and love we bring every time. A God ting, yeah, not a roadman ting. Man used to be on that roadman ting, but we left it alone. Spiritual things we talk. If you don't know your worth, if you don't know the meaning of life, you don't know your purpose, seek the Lord. Because anything you ask for will be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be opened. Ask and it shall be given unto you. In the name of the Most High. Bless. Salute!
A real passion of mine is music. I'm involved at the moment with a program called Dream. And basically what their aim is to get the youths off the streets, get them engaged in something positive so they can go somewhere, create impact.
Big J stepping in on my mic and I'm pedaling, leveling my anger is deadly with my pen.
I was once in the shoes of the kids that are walking the street today. It's like I was like once there, I was that age. I used to do what they're doing now. What they think is new, I've already done. That life's not the way forward.
I've overcome getting bullied
I used to get bullied when I was younger at school. I used to be a certain size at school, I used to be fat. People used to bully me in it, man, but kind of just stuck up for myself one day and just come out of it, you know. So you see, video that what they're drinking.
Nice. Yeah, you're gonna catch me with it. Thanks, pal. No, it isn't. Once in a blue moon. And the blue moon comes, God knows how long.
Every other night.
What's that?
Yeah, it's a beat down area.
Is it? Why?
Because there's too many.
Have you seen the rubbish?
There's too many wrong uns here. Too many wrong uns around.
Yeah, but there's no right ones either.
There is.
Everyone, people are just people, innit? People deserve to live in, well, don't deserve, but if they want to live like tramps, then let them, innit?
It's just a Notchman them for you, innit?
It's not in them. You get me?
AKA shot in them.
This is a message to the youths of today. With the guns and knives, please put them away. You can get in an early grave. I'm forever 25 when you're stuck in a cage.
Are the police good or are they corrupt? The corrupt, they're bent. All of them are corrupt.
No, what it is...
No, not even all of them.
Because they've got power and like, wearing the uniform.
Yeah, they take advantage of it.
Yeah, they think because that badge means a lot to people. Well, not to me.
I like this. Oh my God, man. Why did
say nothing, like, we're man then.
Yeah.
Say no, get me. I'll come in the big channel then.
No, I can't, man. You just put me off, man. Put me off.
You might feel me, but I don't feel you. You might know me, but I don't know you. You might see me, but I don't see you. You might feel me, but I don't feel you. You might know me, but I don't know you. You might feel me, but I don't feel you. You might see me, but I don't see you.
I've always had God in my life, but I found him proper while I was going through a lot of issues, you know what I mean? Like I grew up in foster care. I had no family supporting me, but there were 25, 30 different homes, like foster homes, getting in trouble. Like I used to get physically abused and that by the foster carers and that, you know what I mean? Messed up my head a little bit. I won't say I'm bad, man, but I've always been about it, you get me? Like I've always been about their real life and that, you know what I mean? I'm not even fronting on no one or nothing, you know what I mean? But now, I found the dream team and I thank God. Like I found myself now, you know what I mean? My spirits come out like. I enjoy music, I produce music now. I work with a lot of artists, a lot of people.
You ever been shackled and tackled the type of knockers so having your atoms up and ripped out and about to chop about a faster javelin, traveling, manifesting a weapon, and stronger than sensor with me, my brethren. We hope to keep getting knowledge. Hyperbolic, cosmic, embryonic,
It was U-turn, man. What's your U-turn? Fresh shape up. Woo! Yeah.
Getting mad, I'm turned to a villain and a hero. So I got a man and go zero. Everyday me like I'm Robert De Niro. No actor, man, I'm not so fake though.
I was bad in school, I was always been bad. Got excluded from school all the time, expelled. Used to hit teachers. I broke a teacher's arm once in school. That's all just through, you know, being bad and a bit of mental, a bit angry in that, from obviously the way I grew up. My main issue in life was about a few months ago when I woke up one morning and I started hearing voices in my head. So I thought I was going crazy. Like for a week straight, I had voices in my head telling me, go and kill your mum, go and kill your family, go and kill that person. After that, kill yourself. You know what I mean? Telling me to do all different things. You know what I mean? It's just seriously. I'm not even joking. Like seriously, like the voices. I thought I was going crazy. And if it wasn't for God, I'd either be dead now or I'd be in prison. I talked to someone called Peter and Marsha, which they help out with the dream team and that. And they says Metro getting baptised and all that. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get reborn again. So I did it. I reborn again. But you know what was special to me? Is that my little brother saw me getting baptised, and he said to me, I want to get baptised as well. It was a blessing because my little brother followed in my footsteps and got baptised the same day that I got baptised, and I baptised him after I got baptised. You get me? So it was a big blessing for that.
Check it.
If you tell a better story, you can have a better life, because your reality's made up from the images of your mind. Open your eyes, don't be blind, don't fight them feelings inside. We're all made refined, we're perfect image mankind. My heart goes out to the family of Freddie Cray, Baltimore standing tall, and for every soul I pray. It shouldn't have to be this way, we all have our part to play. Saying what's hard to say, like forget the KKK. Older generations' minds were made this way. Police harassing black communities, they were trained this way. Everyday racism's acceptable, it's portrayed this way. The world's in a state of tragedy, it's a shame to say. I'm making a stand for my people, cause our rights aren't equal. Hitler was a monster, I'm not trying to see a sequel. Our leaders are deceitful, all kinds of evil. Just wanna drop bombs, they don't know how to live peaceful. And all the time I keep praying for us, cause I can see the greedy keep preying on us. It's time we criminalise these governmental thugs and handcuff greedy politicians we can't trust. I think I was a bit lost really throughout my teenage years, and then when I was about 18 I got saved, and yeah, my whole life just completely changed from then really. I got baptised then at 21, and then yeah, I just sort of got a deeper relationship with God, and that really had an impact on my life, and things sort of moved really quickly from the age of 21, and yeah, so I've grown up a lot. I feel like my purpose is to be, I think I'm an evangelist, so an evangelist is someone who, you know, spreads the word of God. So I feel like God's put me here to do that for the younger generation, because I think, you know, finding faith and having God in your life is so hard at the moment, because there's so many different religions out there, there's so many different choices. It's quite hard to wrap your head around and understand. The generations minds were made this way. Police harassing black communities, they were trained this way. Everyday racism's acceptable, it's portrayed this way. It's about coming together and more of a community. So church is like a family really. And I think that's the main thing about church. It's a support unit, it's a group of people that are all coming together for the same reason, and it's like in that, you know, you can help each other, you can pray for one another. So yeah, to me it's about community and family, rather than, you know, we're all gonna go sit at a service and listen to someone speak. So when I was baptised, I actually got baptised in the Dream House, and I wasn't particularly going to any sort of church regularly. I just go to sort of like different churches, and I sort of gather with my friends, and we sort of had church together. So I was just like, I'm just gonna have it at home. So I got my friend Cyrita and my uncle, who's a pastor at my mum's church, sort of the church that my family goes to. And yeah, I had a big baptism party and got baptised in the back garden. It was really good. Lots of my friends and my family came. And I just thought it was more of a personal experience, because the friends and the family that I invited weren't necessarily Christians, and they wouldn't necessarily have come to a church. I don't feel like a slave at all. I feel like in Christ I'm free. I feel like without God, I would have been a slave. Like I said, I would have been one of these carbon copies. I would have been there, probably half naked on an Instagram picture, trying to get hella likes, because I didn't love myself and I needed to find love in likes on a picture. Like, it's ridiculous. So I don't feel like he's trapping me at all. If anything, he's doing the exact opposite, setting me free. Don't want no gratitude, not trying to be an idol. Just want to encourage the youth to stop being so idle, stop being so spiteful, and please put down your rifles. Pick up a Bible, might find something insightful. They're using hip-hop to keep brothers on the streets, when real hip-hop was made for our freedom of speech. Our vessel to speak of the pain that lays beneath. You've got to make it in the hood, there's no other way to eat. You think you know it all, there's always more to discover. Can't rise until you fall, there's always more to uncover. Love one another, hate seeing people in the gutter. Little ones shouldn't suffer. Love to all my single mothers. And if you want life to show your love, you need to love life, heartache and sacrifice. We've all paid the price to take life in your stride. You should only abide to your wrongs and your rights, but the rules, who decides?
Fight against the system who will torture us. Fight against the system who will pressure us. So we always a struggle. You know what I mean? I was born in England, and then I went to Jamaica at the age of 3, into the deepest ghettos of Western Kingston. And that's where my early stages of learning began. And it was a lot of negativity. You know what I mean? A lot of killing, shooting, you know what I mean? Stabbing, war every day. Time to trample the beast, whoa. Time to claim back the streets, whoa. We have to pull together like birds of a feather, cause the whole of we are brother, yo. Time to trample the beast, whoa. Time to claim back the streets, whoa. We have to pull together. Yeah, God give me the words that come out of my mouth. And the Almighty make me legal to speak. So me not afraid for talk. Yeah.
Powerful words from the Pegasus.
I'm not a part of it. We're not joining forces with the devil. I'm not a part of it. Not a part of it. To God I remain honorable.
I also have the art of performing lyrics on sound systems. So I used to travel all over England. Every city you can think of, we've been there doing stage shows. I want to see a change, you know. So the lyrics I talk are all positive and constructive, and it's like drip feeding the youth with information. You know what I mean? So they can see the world for what it really is. You don't know, sir, one Pegasus. And you know we have to move like insurgent at them time, yeah? Before the pagan them start to chop off head. Like in the days of the guillotine. What me say? We have to fight back the system who will torture us. Fight back the system who will murder us. Fight back the system who will pressure us. So we always a struggle. Fight back the system who will torture us. Fight back the system who will murder us. Fight back the system who will pressure us. Feel like a herb man a juggle. Man a militant soldier. Don't know the road ya. Just like the Black Panthers. We have to pull together like real warriors and burn out iniquity workers. And we are sufferer and them a treasurer. That's why hell broke loose in Assyria. You see, civil uprising in Libya, people are fight for cross the border. So we have to fight back the system, yeah. Turn back the gun from the system, yeah. You see the guns where them give we and a lick up your yeah. Big dinosaur rector.
Freedom and liberty. Yeah. Shining down the one flag.
To God I remain honorable. I'm not a part of it. Me not join forces with the devil. I'm not a part of it. Not a part of it. To God I remain honorable. Just telling servant to light up the darkness.
I don't write for the rich people. My music is not for rich people. My music is for the poor people in this world. You understand? The rich people have fed music already. All of the foolishness music where them talk about you must get drunk and you must have sex and you must do this and you must do that. We don't talk them things there. You understand me? It's always positive words which can uplift your spirit. You know what I mean? And elevate you in life. And started to do shows for Dream. And I realize it's a positive thing. And then I start to meet other people in Dream like Peter, Marsha, Justin. And I realize that these people are on the same positive vibration like myself. You know, so that is why I always will work with Dream. And wherever Dream's got an event or a show going on, Pegasus will always come there to entertain the youths, you know? Yeah, straight up, man. For real.
Peace and love.
You said it's coming right now. You went, are you going to wash it? I went, yeah.
I think it's been really good. I think we've done a really productive week and raised quite a bit of money, and I think as the week progresses I think we can raise quite a bit more hopefully and get a lot more done for the future. I think it's been really good.
Because I come from like a sort of rundown area, I think me getting up on a stage and showing people that you can do what you want to do if you set your mind straight to do it, I hope that kind of inspires people to do the same thing. It doesn't matter where you're from.
I did NCS workshop last year and Dream was involved in that, and they got in touch with me and I started performing. When I first started Dream, I was quite an anxious person, not very confident, didn't really want to sing in front of people.
Being a part of Dream, how has it helped you as a young person?
It's improved my confidence a lot and what I want to do in the future, the course I'm doing at college is because of Dream, that's what I want to do for the future.
So tell us the course that you do at college?
I do technical events, which is just setting up events and make sure everything runs smoothly and all the marketing and management side of it and stuff, which is what Dream got me interested in.
I was involved with Dream for about 1.5 years, 2 years, I believe, maybe 1.5 years. And I spent most of my time being like a graphic designer and like a team leader at the time. And I seen how it was really having a big impact on Nottingham, per se. Not even just Nottingham, I understand this in different places, but my visual range, my 60-degree vision was only really in Nottingham. When I started to see that places were really taking to it, people were loving being involved with it. I've seen it change people. I've seen it make people feel good, because it gives you a part. You're a part of something. You're a part of an organisation that essentially helps the community. It uplifts people. It gives people hope. Sometimes it makes people enjoy the services. When we was putting on events, people was genuinely enjoying it. It was a communal, family environment. You know, it really felt like an environment where people could be happy. You know.
Let's give it a round of applause. I need to feel welcome. Yeah. Are we ready to chat in, yeah?
You know?
If I had one wish,
it's a crazy world we live in.
Probably need to make the whole world like this.
1, 2. Crazy world we live in.
Dream, innit? Shout out to Dream.
1. Yeah.
This is it, you know? This is it.
Yeah. I'm living in a place where nobody cares, yeah. Brave enough to actually really bring a change, yeah. We still behave like slaves, yeah. Out of the jungle, we still be acting like apes, yeah. To the recession, reason to be stressing. Nice for the system, and it's upon the stressing. To this, yeah. Open your eyes and your ears, and don't be driven by fear. Clearly, money we can't seem to be making, money we can't seem to be tasting. And boredom makes it harder to behave, so we keep finding ourselves in the dodgiest places, losing our minds in the dodgiest status, and never realizing that we try
to gather more people, as many people as possible. So if you can express that throughout the night, that would be great.
Just like love comes from a place up above. It heals us, brings us back to the real nerve. Strongest emotion that brings real forgiveness. Even though the dark side takes over most of the time, there's always a place deep inside that needs touching, deep inside that needs loving, so we can show the world how hard we are, but we all have a softer side. So stop lying to me, they be lying to you, they be lying to us, man. They be lying so much, man. They be lying to me, they be lying to you, they be lying to us, man. They be lying so much, man. Me and you don't wear no glasses, oblivious to the real kings and masters, truly held captive. We don't even know how to live our lives. We basic practice, surrounded with teen birth, belly surge, bills and pills. Drugs brings money, money brings pain. Society has lost order, trains to shame, moves to blame. It's insane how insanity became so amazing. Pleasure brings pain, but it feels so amazing.
I started listening to a lot of hip hop, and I realized that with hip hop it was a lot slower, so people could understand what I was talking about instead of grime. You could have with grime obviously, but it was more obvious with hip hop, so I kind of, transitioned from grime to hip hop.
We just need to just throw away all the childish attitudes and all the butchers and everything, and get together and just live as one.
Look at how we behaving. They be lying to me, no. They be lying to you, no. They be lying to us, no. They be lying so much. Thank you.
So, I feel like what Dream does is very important, because it's been absent since the youth centres and things started to be closed down. So I feel like in the next 10 years, we need to do something about it. When we do something about it, it will change, and then hopefully the government will step in and do something about it too. It can't just be civilians, because you'll be put in jail, you'll be oppressed. But this is seeming like it's the example. This is seeming like it's the Big Brother thing happening, where if you get out of line, or if, for example, in America, what we're seeing is if you're black, you'll be killed.
There is a need now for a movement where people come together and they're saying, just like the civil rights movement, it's like, why can't we vote? We are humans just like anybody else.
Things like the Black Panthers used to exist and still kind of subpar exist, and they used to do things about this. So in the next 10 years, I'm hoping, my hope, my dream is that things return to how they were. People get over whatever this is that we've been going through.
And I strongly believe that it was those teachings of Jesus, it was God's power that propelled that movement to where it was able to affect change on a massive level. The same with Gandhi. I love that story. I love seeing that little Indian man in his cloth just kind of take on, you know, the British Empire and simply say, can we have our country back, please? Don't belong to you. So I'm inspired by what these people did and the fact that the teachings of Jesus, I believe, propelled those movements to make massive change.
We've tried the system, it doesn't work. We've tried every little thing what's been put to us, it doesn't work. Yeah? So it's ourselves. We need to come together, forget the colour, forget what we look like. If you smell, if we not smell, or you don't like him or you don't like him. Let's show the system what we can do.
Money is not powerful, you understand? The riches of this world, the true riches, spiritual riches.
William Booth created the Salvation Army and made that into a massive project that's spread all through Nottingham and further than that. And I think with working with Dream, we can kind of do something similar because we're all from different areas, and I really want to see a lot more workshops for young people, going into schools, all the different youth centres, and potentially have like our own building.
M&T in the building, see it's M&T, but my mentally is not empty.
I've seen what Dream's done for me and other people of my age and older who have been in bad situations, done bad things in the past and turned their life around. So I think that we can all provide a support system as well as help you achieve your dream. That's why we're called Dream. We make it happen.
And now we're praying over this area and dreaming about what the next stage is in the master plan to see this area transformed and dreams become a reality. William Booth was born in this area and he started the Salvation Army that in the early days was a fighting force. He said whilst men go in and out of prison, he will fight. While women are beaten, down and drunken, he will fight. And he said all these different things basically about standing up for the rights of the poor and fighting for them and rescuing them from the depravity and the sin and also the oppression that they find themselves in. And out of that he birthed the Salvation Army, and now we're birthing a new army in the 21st century that needs to rise up and cause change. When people realise what they were put on this earth to do, that sparks a fire that sets a blaze of a people, and then we see a movement beginning.
no justice, no peace.
I'm cleansed, I'm fresh, but hear me now, my heart's been broken. I've been frozen on lost motion. Love drunk and overdosing out in space. I was floating just to realise I was choking. I was smoking, I was hoping I'd fix up, remain focused. So I did me and I showed them. It might have looked like I was boasting. Tell the truth, I'm too outspoken, and my words sometimes it provokes them. But mostly I'm just joking, so don't take too much notice. You'll think before we speak, these fakers chatting bogus. And through my rhymes I protest, and still come with the dopest lyrics they've ever seen. Open up and digest. And when you shine this bright, you don't ask to be put on. The name's K Harms, and don't act like you forgot. The bars are too hot, I get your stomach in a knot. I got the whole crowd screaming, it's a lot, it's a lot. Inside you've got to fight to see a better world outside. Just keep a positive frame of mind and your faith for light. Inside you've got to fight to see a better world outside. Just keep a positive frame of mind and your faith for light. And in my words I confess every truth I've ever known. I'll take you through my life and show you just how much I've grown. You'll only make it through if you pursue it on your own. Letting how I feel be known, so feel the real in my tone. And when they speak, it's not just words that you hear, it's deeper meaning, deeper meaning. And when they rhyme, it's not just bars that you hear, it's deeper meaning, deeper meaning. And when they speak, it's not just words that you hear, it's deeper meaning, deeper meaning. And when they rhyme, it's not just bars that you hear, it's deeper meaning, deeper meaning. I've been the down out, ragged and rough. For every day I still work, cause they're never stopping us. And if you ain't about that life, you need to readjust. And sometimes I feel like screaming, cause I swear I've had enough. Reminiscing back on days when I had nothing to eat, nothing to believe, shit I couldn't even dream. Lucky I had you, you get me everything I need. The reason that I breathe, the reason I felt free. And now I feel like God's pulling me back. I keep praying, over in my head demons I keep slaying. I can't see no good for the hood, what's delaying? But I believe there's a bigger truth, I'm just saying. Can't jump on other people's faith, you gotta find your own. It's written in the Bible, yeah, that word be set in stone. It's only God I see in heaven sitting on a throne. And I know next to him, I'll never walk alone. And when they speak, it's not just words that you hear, it's deeper meaning, deeper meaning. And when they rhyme, it's not just bars that you hear, it's deeper meaning, deeper meaning. Inspiring my generation to see the truth. I just wanna see some hope out here for the youth. Listen and I might teach you a thing or two, and be kind always, cause you don't know what they've been through. If only you knew, but really you don't have a clue to walk in their shoes or see how they do. But don't mind others, just water your own grass. I got a fire so bright it'll get Satan mad, and with each lyric I'll just fire attacks at any negative force. Ain't got time for that. Lyrics are pure truth, I'm just stating facts, and God himself told me to write this track.
I wish I had the answer, I don't, but this is the beginning.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is Marcus Hall, CEO and President of Kingdom Time Entertainment, based here in New York City.